finds a sliver of daylight. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 30. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quick give, it's Russell. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Jackson gonna throw it. Right side, it's Hawkins. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Second down, gonna throw it. Left side is Watkins. On the move is the 30. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside, it's Russell. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that.
Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
The quarterback sneak. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Off-play action. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football and that play.
And he tags on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And it'll come out. send that offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets looking long. Brings it in down the left side. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside. And then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
From the gun, it's Smith. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out wide left, it's Watkins. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Arkansas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To run, looking to pass. Buying a little time to his left. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Second and long here. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. Enough to move the chains. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson will throw. The sure hands, it's Platt. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Marshall. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Fighting off the defender. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. In traffic, it's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man. They're gonna stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away. Trying to get started. Smashes ahead. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He tries to take the top off. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop and limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more snap coming before halftime. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Dozier. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Tigers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Move to his right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Deadlocked here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to pass. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The screen, and watch out. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rushes on, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. The run inside. It's Russell. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50. Try to make plays in the passing game.
Right side, it's Jackson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space, it's Scott. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Powers inside. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The give on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Running the red zone. It's Scott. Here's a little. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Jackson will throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Straight ahead, it's Russell. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Looking for a crease. It's Russell. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback, let him cook down there.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense, because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one and get you the score?
Jackson gonna throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeper shakes off the defender. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he picks it off in their end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick six and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. He'll set up to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
All tied up, under a minute to play. 2nd down to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the move, it's Scott. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. To the back. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Left side is Watkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Jackson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job on the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletion.
Dialed up the... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Gonna run it. It's Scott. Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shot saved a touchdown.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Big fella moving. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but it's a dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.